is to come in this one. As here we go, hopping into the first map of the night.
Yep, here we go. We are starting off with on the side of Chicago Hunted with Jelly. These teams are ready to go, breaking towards that first P1 on Hotel, and Gun Puppet starts it off. First kill of the year. And
Yeah,
he's going to get immediately traded out by Swifty, and Jelly finds one of his own, make that two. And that is looking like Chicago. First ones to get some notable time in that hill. And they're going to attempt to hold it down and maybe lock some spawns.
yeah, a pretty good start here for the Chicago Hunted off the rip here, just trying to fight and vie for time. As now it is Dallas fighting back, but Swifty on the hill just trying to play his life, does get taken down though. And now another one from Gun Puppet as a pinstripe kill feed here in the first hard point. Now looking for the rotation over with 9 seconds left. You see the Dallas flat tire players trying to get that rotation over, but Chicago Hunter will meet them. And again, a nice little start for them heading into P2.
Yeah, and it looks like as we move over towards that P2 rotation, there's some players already there on either side, and they are going to meet in the middle. Quaze is able to find a big one, but Jelly gets two of his teammates. So it's looking like Chicago is in the hill for now, but you've still got a lot of presence here from the side of the flat tires, and they're going to make it known. Quaze able to pick up one, but he gets taken out, and it's going to be Chicago holding strong, but it's up to Mojo, going to lock this hill down. He's got some teammates on the way, and it is Jelly and Disarray just leading the charge, and Jelly's off to a hot start right now, 8-3.
Ooh. Quaza with a nice little two-piece that I couldn't finish off Jelly. And Chicago continuing to accrue this time here. Jelly starting off 9-3. A phenomenal start for him and the team, as Chicago just keeping Dallas out of the hill. As I said, though, they are going to look to collect the rest of these 10 seconds, and the rotation is on to P3. It is going to be Quaza setting up already on this P3. But here you go, Jelly with a big gunfight. Quaza does take him down. And it's going to
Oh,
be Dallas
oh.
securing the rotations. This is a hill they need after a rocky start.
Yeah, and this is definitely a hill you can hold, but Mojo is in, and he is finding the kill, so Dallas gonna go ahead and lock it down for a second. But if you look at that mini map, I mean, you got Chicago players all over the back door of this place, and Disarray gonna fight a big one onto Mojo, but he gets traded out immediately by Gun Puppet. So Dallas is gonna hold for now. This is a little bit of a mini or a money hill, from what I can tell so far, and it's kind of paying off for the side of flat tires right now, getting them back in the game, getting them a little closer to that lead, maybe a little bit of a tie on. So that's a great hold from them on this P3.
They needed it too after a rocky start, but they are back into this one and actually looking to take the lead if they stay on the rest of this remaining time and the rotation for P4 coming in. Right now, it is going to be Chicago with the setup. They are just going to chalk the rest of that P3 as they will have their first deficit here of the game, but should tie it up here shortly. And again, they have a nice little setup here. You're seeing the spread across the map from Chicago, trying to lock all the angles down, but Dallas Flat Tires do not care. They walk right on in and take control of the hill.
Setup only gets you so far when you got Gunny on your side, got the bullets, so not much you can do there. Crew's able to pick him up, but you've got the flat tires, still got presence on the hill. A nice little head glitch there. I like that. And it's going to be Swifty and Crew trying to break in. They get all picked up. Crew with a little bit of a team kill, and it is going to be flat tires in the hill. They've got the lead, and they're picking up some nice time here on P4. So moving into this next rotation over to P5, I think we're going to be looking for Chicago Hunted to maybe try and get a quick break here. They need some time.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to do that now because you're seeing the spawns coming in. Dallas does have the spawns right now for this next hard point, so Chicago does break in. Now we'll see is again there's gonna be Dallas set up over there. But this could be a lot of time here off the rip for Dallas. So Chicago's got
Oh
to
my
go a long
God.
way, and Quaza continues to fry out, sitting at 18-8 right now, just absolutely carrying the team. And now let's see if they read these spawns here from Chicago. As they're going to spawn in that kitchen area. Jelly finding the first one on the gun puppet, and now we'll see if Dallas can continue to hold that defense for now. But they are just, yeah, there we go, continuing to go. Quaza does finally get taken down though. Now just right, trying to find a way in, just trying to stay up at this point, waiting for his teammates. But Dallas continuing to collect time, and they have had a nice little run here as we are on that P4 and P5 rotation coming in soon. It looks like they might have the spawns for that coming up.
Yeah, Jelly gets a huge break there, kind of does it himself, and he's going to get a couple kills here to hold the spawn as well. Get a little bit of scrap time, but Quaza is too strong right now. I mean, the guy's walking around 22 and 10. First map in Modern Warfare 2. Look out, he's here to make a statement. So moving back over to this, I guess this is a P6. Am I
P5,
wrong? Am I
P5,
math? This is
P5.
P5. Okay.
Yeah.
Quaza finds another one. And it's Dallas once again staying ahead on these rotations. I mean, Teach, they've been keeping a leg up ever since those first couple of hills. What do you think here?
I mean, yeah, I definitely like off the rip here. I was like, wow, Chicago's really pulling away. But now it's all been Dallas for the really past 3 hills, locking in a lot of
Ooh,
time. Crew trying to make a play here, does find two, but Quaza takes him down again on a 5, sitting at 25 and 11, just absolutely frying at this point. Chicago though back in the hill for now. They need to collect the rest of this time here and then have a strong P1 and P2 just like they did the first time around, because they are in danger of letting this one slip away. But again, doing a decent job right now. Quaza, though, the man of the hour, steps right back in the hill, trying to find another one here on the Chicago player, and does in disarray. So he's going to get taken down. Dallas also in the kill feed, just lighting it up right now, and it just really feels like it's their map right now. What does Chicago need to do to turn this one around?
I think they got to just activate some gunny and maybe get some early rotates going on, because there's been a couple times where they've been able to break these hills and get in, but they just immediately get zapped by Quaza, or here comes Vermont and the whole crew getting in the hill immediately, and it's hard to fight back against that, and these ARs from Dallas Flat Tires are singing right now. Swifty finds a clutch kill onto Quaza, and he's going to get in. Hello! Finds one on Vermont, and that's going to be a hill break, so they're actually going to get a little time here, and I mean, every second at this point is greatly appreciated, because Chicago is down about 90 points right now. This is definitely not where you want to be in a second set of rotations.
They do have the rotations here over to P2, though, so that could be big. They just
Oh,
got to lock
jelly
it
one,
down
big
now.
one.
Again, the spread across the map, trying to lock everything down at Chicago. And again, they have a good setup right now. Now it's going to be Dallas. How do they respond to this? Spawning in that chandelier side, that restaurant side, looking for a way in, but Crew finding two. Now trying to play his life and be annoying, make these players hunt him down. Vermont does eventually take him down. But as this is happening, I mean, Chicago already with the first 20 seconds on this hill is looking to lock it down as long as they can. Jelly finding the player in the back as well. This is a beautiful response here from the Chicago Hunter with the first 30 seconds here on P2.
Jelly just leading the charge. They are locking down this hill right now, and they've basically turned this around in about one hill. They're not too far down. You're still about 40, 50 points in the hole, but time's still on your side. And as you look at the mini map, you see, ooh, Swifty finds one down there. He is on rotation, and he finds a kill on rotation. That number 3 player spawns up, number 4 spawns up, and now Chicago has the favorable spawns. They've got a little bit of map position. I mean, they could definitely turn this around, Teej.
They definitely can, but now you got to watch out as Gun Puppet with
Oh,
the kill. He does get taken down though by Disarray, so that's a big kill there. Now let's see. It looks like it's going to be a mid-push here from Dallas, trying to find a way in. Mojo finding a kill in the back, and now will try to come through the back door of Kitchen to break in. Swifty now on the time here for Chicago. Finds a kill there now, just trying to play his life, but he will not be able to. Dallas finally gets back on the time here. As, again, Chicago really tightening this one up, and now Dallas will look to have a nice kill here to try to put this game away. As kill is going back and forth with Quaza, 33 and 17. What can you say about this performance here? I mean, it's just been crazy. And now, with 15 seconds left, we'll see if Chicago, really has no choice but to try to contest the rest of this hill, which they are doing so pretty well right now. And now hitting that rotation. So it is going to be Chicago winning the rotation over. Let's see what they can do with this.
Jelly's getting some big kills up front on that. So you got to think that those players are going to be spawning over towards that left side of the map. I don't think Chicago is reading it quite yet, but here comes the side of Dallas Flat Tires, and they only need 14 points to win this thing, so any little bit they're happy to take. Gun Puppet finds one, and Crew finds one onto Quaza, but it's Mojo coming in first. He gets cut down by Crew, having a little bit of a he's doing his thing over there, 21 and 27. Swifty doing his thing as well, and these guys, they're piecing it together. They're up over that 200 point threshold, only about 30 points behind, and they are getting all the kills
Wow.
right now. Swifty and Crew just shutting these guys down, and the rotations are coming through.
Just like that, this game got very interesting here as another strong here hill from Chicago. Now the
Oh,
rotation coming
oh,
over, and Swifty with two in the feed. Here we go. Chicago with a chance at a huge comeback right now. Setting up on this P4, and look at the spawns here for Dallas. They are spawning way out, sitting at 225 now. Dallas has to get over there fast, trying to make the plays, and here come the reinforcements from both sides. Jelly
oh,
finding another one, a
totally.
gun pump, and the kills continue to go away of the Chicago Hunted, just trying to lock these last few seconds down here. Vermont does find one now. Is that the break here for the Dallas Flat Tires? They do find two. Swifty trying to stay up. The kills going back and forth. Dallas is in the hill to start off this one.
Oh,
Vermont now finding the kills back and forth, but Dallas comes out on top. Now Chicago needs to come back. Only 8 seconds left to win this one. Trying to lock it down. Does Chicago have an answer? Do they have a way back in? Dallas 3 seconds away now. Trying to get back in. And
oh, the
Chicago
streaks!
gets back in. The kill
Swifty!
streak comes in. Just seconds
One
left.
second
The
to spare.
Chicago back in this hill.
Mojo in.
Diving in. Chicago back and forth on the hill. The kill feed going crazy. Chicago
Oh,
with the kill.
Chicago win!
Chicago will win the first map in Modern Warfare 2. Are you kidding me?
Holy cow. 250, 249. First map of the year, folks. Chicago pulls it out in a little bit of an upset. It was all flat tires all the way.
We are back
And they
after a very, very quick break here. Chicago Hunted starting on the attacking side here after taking that thrilling map 1 on Hotel. Looking to attack the side. Quaza starting where he left off in the last map. Jelly as well, finding that trade right away. So a 3v3 situation.
Oh, Swifty.
Swifty, hello, getting some shots off on his
He's
teammate.
turned.
And yeah, I mean, this guy's just absolutely cracked out of his mind. And I would after that first map too. But here, everything slows down now as
Up.
the bomb is down at that A site. Let's see how Dallas responds.
Yeah, this is that bomb site that I was talking about. It can't be a little hard to retake this. I'm actually surprised that Chicago was able to get such a free bomb plant there. It didn't seem like there was anyone from Dallas nearby. But Jelly's gonna find a big one onto Gun Puppet. He picked up Quaza early in the map, traded out for his teammate. So he is on 2 right now, and he's looking good as Disarray finds another one all down to Mojo in a 1v3 situation. About 20 seconds on the clock, and he is taken out. And Chicago Hunted win a pretty easy attacking round, all things considered.
Yeah, as you said, I mean, this is a bomb site that's pretty hard to retake, right? Like if you get in there and you have a few bodies in there, it is definitely hard to retake on the defensive side, trying to clear everything out in mid and then having to worry about the inside of the building as well. So Chicago make that pretty easy in the end. Jelly starting off 2-0 again. Phenomenal night for him to start off this one. Now Dallas back. We'll go to the attacking side for their first time, and we'll see what they elect to do. It looks like they are favoring A side as well. I think we're going to see a lot of that, as this does seem to be the preferred bomb site at the moment. But you're seeing the setup right now from Chicago. Kind of expecting this. Actually have nobody toward that B side. Really expecting this A push, and this is going to be Crew with the first kill on to Gun Puppet. Crew just waiting it out. It is going to be bombed down as well. So we'll see as Vermont does pick that up. And now we'll try to get it out with his life. And maybe a rotation come in. We'll see what happens. But both teams kind of just feeling each other out at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Flat Tires is kind of aiming to just kind of play it slow right now as Quaz is able to find one, but Crew trades him out. That's a big kill from him, and he's able to find Vermont as well. A little bit of a weird chow coming out from him, and Mojo once again left in a bad situation and picked up. And Chicago with another pretty easy search win. It seems like they just kind of face smashed this middle building of the map here and came out on top.
They do, and that was 3 in the round for a Crew. So a nice round for him, and we'll see if he can build on that and maybe look towards a streak coming up. But again, nice start here from Chicago, playing really well. Mojo, unfortunately, left in a couple 1v3s. Not ideal for him, but getting back to this offensive side as the Chicago Hunter, and once again, we'll be looking to go to that A side, and looking pretty aggressive here. The stuns are coming out from the side of Dallas, maybe expecting this push. Now, Quaza holding a very important angle on the map right now. See
No,
Vermont come from
Vermont.
behind and get the kill. That is a nice kill to find
Oh.
one and then find two on the crew. A nice play from Vermont on the flank, and that'll put Dallas in a really good situation.
Yeah, I think the dead silence may have came through for him. He's able to just run down one side of the map. It looks like most of Chicago was all inside, and they still are. Swifty's still here for sure. He's locking it
Oh
down behind
no.
the couch, and his buddy Disarray's there helping him out. They're able to find two of their own in a 2v2 situation, and now
Wow.
they're playing Rainbow Six in this room. They're just locking it down, and the Team Chows come through. Swifty staying
Wow.
alive. Disarray able to pick it up. Chicago hunted 3-0.
Man, that is a tough round to lose there for Dallas. You had the 4-2 life advantage. And it was Gun Puppet that did get picked off in that room, and from there, kind of all unraveled. That is a tough loss there, but Dallas really needs something here soon as Chicago's starting to pull away, already up 3-0 in the search and destroy. And again, a round that you just feel like you cannot lose right now, considering the circumstances, considering the momentum that Chicago has right now. That is a big loss right there for Dallas. We'll see if they can bounce back once again, looking to potentially hit this A site. And really, both teams defensively, interestingly enough, has kind of been leaving B wide open. Like they know that A is the preferred play here, and they're kind of force stacking A for the most part. And that's going to be Chicago getting very, very aggressive here. Just right, finding one and then finding two onto Mojo. Bomb is down. Advantage here for the moment, but just like that, it is going to be evened up 2-2 in the lives right now. Let's see what Dallas can do.
Those are crazy plays from Disarray. He's on 5-0 right now, working on a little bit of streak action. If he can find a couple more kills, and in this 2v2 situation, looking like Dallas might try to just stay to that A site. They got to get the bomb off the floor, and it's going to be boys in
Oh,
the room. Disarray still there, but he gets traded out. I don't believe he picked up streaks. I don't even really know what streaks we're running right now. Is it Cruz? Is SAE band? I don't know. But they're all. It's down to Vermont locking down the room. He's got no help left
oh,
and no life because he is done. Chicago hunted 4-0.
Jelly with a nice play there to really have some patience. I mean, he knows he has him trapped in the room, just waiting for him to cross through that window and finds a couple shots on the knee for the kill. So Chicago up 4-0 in the search and destroy. I really didn't expect us coming after that, close map one. A map one where Dallas was dominant at times. I mean, obviously Chicago won in the end, but Dallas was very good at times. We're really leading on the kill front, but you're seeing right now struggling in that department as they're kind of getting outslayed right now in the search and destroy. Need a bounce back, and we might see our first play over to B in this map right now. There's going to be one player over here on the side for Dallas, but Chicago basically has a free entry onto the site, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get this down
Oh,
quickly and
wow.
apply, excuse me, I cannot talk right now, apply that pressure over to Dallas.
Yeah, I really like this play call out of Chicago hunted. They know they got some dead silence. Sifty just runs up the side of the map, gets that free plant down. Nobody's even around. But Quaza took a little bit of a long route here, and he may be able to find some kills, but he gets spotted out by a player on the other side of the map, and Disarray is going to get him. And
Oh,
he gets traded out by Vermont. So it is Dallas on the retake. Mojo finds one as well.
oh
Down
my.
to Crew. He's doing what he can. He
Oh,
finds a couple kills. He's only got a knife.
oh,
And Gun Puppet able to pick it up. But Jelly is there. He's going to be able to keep him from planning. And that is 5-0 Chicago hunted. I mean, these guys are taking that momentum and just running with it.
a little bit of an odd situation there. I mean, I know the benefits of running a knife, but when you have no ammo left and you switch to that secondary and it's a knife when you have a guy one shot. That is a little bit tough, but in the end, it does not matter. Chicago 5-0 in the search and destroy does not get any better than this. Disarray having a map sitting at 7-2, but really the whole team just playing well. And as we talked about, I think the team with the best teamwork here is really going to come out on top just because of how this map plays. You are seeing Dallas now with an interesting play here, kind of going through that power side, and Jelly spots him.
Oh,
Plaza taken down right away, and Vermont,
wow.
you're gone as well. Chicago flipping right now. Jelly trying to find three on the gun puppet,
Oh,
and Jelly just with a quick three. I mean, it's just that simple right now
poor
for
Mojo.
Chicago Hunted. Mojo does find one, though, trying to pull off the miracle here. and we'll see if he can do anything. But it is going to
Oh,
get spotted, trying to play his life right now. Players on Chicago quickly circling this man like sharks. See if he eventually gets taken down. I mean, look how scared he is. Just firing at corners. Nobody's there. He's taken down. Chicago hunted with the clean sweep on the search and destroy, and they go up 2-0.
I don't think you can have a much more of a different first map and second map there, judging by the stat lines. 250 to 249 to a clean 6-0. I mean,
Are
Chicago.
back for the map 3 with Chicago hunted up 2-0 in the series against the Dallas Flat Tires here in the silver mixed division. Starting it off here is Chicago hunting on the attacking side, and I gotta say it's pretty good for them. Maybe a chance to gain even more momentum going forward as Swifty finding that first kill. Gun Puppet though getting him on the trade and then getting traded right out as well. And now already Chicago moving up the map and getting this B point. Now Dallas, you're kind of seeing the players already with a little bit indecision of how they want to defend this, as that first tick already
Uh,
going in, and now the second tick secured as well.
wow, and you just got to chalk up B at that point. That is quick and punishing. You were not joking about those far those far spots there. And Dallas Flat Tires experienced it firsthand as Chicago's on the board. They were able to cap B very quickly, but I think this A site is a little more difficult to take. So it's looking like Flat Tires are all over that side of the map too. You got Quaza pushed up. He finds one on the crew pretty much from spawn, and he's looking for more as his team continues to circle the hill. But you've got hunted players all over the inside of that building. Vermont finds one to Jelly.
Oh
Swifty
boy.
gets the trade. I mean, it is all over the place. And it's towards the side of the hunted. So they are now in the hill and looking to do some damage. But Quaza picks up a big two-piece, snaps for the third, doesn't quite find it. Jelly's going to start working on that tick. And it is Flat Tires on the retake. A little bit of, a little excitement. Take a deep breath. We're all good, guys.
Yeah, I mean, look, Chicago gets that B point very quickly, but a nice response there for Dallas. And as I said, I think the main thing is you cannot afford to go 4 down on this A side. Like, it is so hard to take back. You spawn deep on the top left corner of that map. So we'll see. But just like that 3 down, now Quaza last alive again, has to do all the work for his team, trying to stay alive here, and will get taken
Oh,
down. So now the opportunity here for the stack coming in. Dallas did get a pretty close spawn though with Gun Puppet. He's taken down by Disarray. Now, only one player on the point right now. Really, if you're Chicago, really want to stack this point. Word to the gyms, they aren't doing it at the moment. Now trying to get more bodies on point. Already have that first tick in. Dallas trying to find a way back. Now the second tick coming in here for the Chicago hunted. Trying to get kills with Dallas,
oh
but they
my
are killed
gosh.
out, and that should do it. Again, just so hard defensively if
Look
you
at those
are getting
spawns.
slayed over and over. And yeah, look at the spawns. I mean, it's literally spawning in the top corner. Chicago on the board in the first round.
Wow. I mean, this is pretty much a polar opposite version of Control that we saw last year in Vanguard. It seemed like every map was just so defense heavy that,
Yeah.
offense couldn't really do anything. But you look at this map, I mean, Chicago basically just waltzed their way up to B, capped that, got a couple kills, got onto A, capped that. And just like that, they take a round. So let's see what they can do on the side of defense. Maybe they've got a little bit of a game plan chalked up, and it's looking like Flat Tires are going to opt to go ahead and go towards that A side and that mid building and maybe try to get a little bit of bat position early.
I would say that this is a must-win round here for the Dallas Flat Tires. You lose this,
Ooh.
go down 2-0 on the brink of a Week 1 defeat. You are going to be in a terrible position. So this is a really must-win round for them. I think early in this round, Chicago continuing to do what they do, finding the kills, just right, trying to get some shots on with that Vaznet. Not going to find Quaza sitting on point, and he already knows there's two other players over here, so giving that information to the team that they are pushing from that
Oh,
field side. And again, it is just all Chicago Hunter right now. Time and time again, Swifty does get taken down by Quaza. Dallas needs something to get a grip on this game because it has kind of gotten out of hand here after that map 1. Setting their sights back onto this A side. Let's see if they can do anything. Quaza does find that first kill through with the turn on the
ooh,
Quaza, and then finds a second one and a third
oh.
through. Are you kidding me? A highlight reel play to open this one, and again, it is 4 down for Dallas.
Yeah, that's definitely kind of the pulse of this match this whole time. It's just been Chicago just finding all the kills. And look at this. Jelly's got angles on spawn. It's looking like Chicago can't even really move forward without taking a couple bullets. And they're going to go ahead and get that clock stopped over towards that B side. But Jelly finds a big one with the nade and then
Wow.
another one with the gun. Crew able to find another one. And now it's all up to Quaza. He gets picked up by Crew. And that is an entire push shut down just like that. Crew just getting some icing on the cake right now. A couple extra kills here or there, and it
Very
is looking like flat tires. Oh, never mind. They do get in. They do get over towards that B side, and they're going to do what they can, but Jelly's in. All up to Quaza. Not able to pull it off, but they did get a tick, so did that add
Yeah,
time to
yeah.
the clock?
Add some a couple seconds here, but they are running out of time. Now trying to get back on this A side. I
Interesting.
mean, Dallas is sprinting across the map. Got to get those Nikes on, but this has been tough right now. They do have 4 over to the A side, though, so maybe trying to make something happen. Just ready to take him down. That's going to be
Oh,
a couple down, 3 down. You got to watch this flank here coming out of Swifty. He does take Gun Puppet down. Now looking for more as another tick goes in. So Dallas just trying to stay alive as long as they can, and actually they might be able to get this A point here. Not over quite yet. You're also going to get some presence over to B, and now there's going to have to be a decision from Chicago. The A point does go down. They lock that in. And just like that, this map turns just a little bit. Just when it looked like Chicago had this series wrapped up, or close to wrapped up at least, Dallas says not quite yet. We are not dead yet. Now let's see what they can do on this B side. But as you see, only 2 lives left. Make it 1. And Vermont in a 1v17, if he pulls this off, this would maybe be the greatest thing in COD history. But man, does he have a lot to do here, getting shot at, and that will do it. Chicago going up 2-0. We'll go back on the offensive side, and I mean, this has just been an incredible performance from the Chicago Hunted.
yeah, they have stuck the knife in and they are just twisting it, and it's looking like as they switch over towards this attacking side that they might walk away with a crisp 3-0 to start the year. You gotta love that. But if you're the side of Dallas Flat Tires, ouchie. You know,
Yeah,
back to the drawing
yeah,
board.
this is tough, man. It's just tough because we've seen the promise they had in that map 1. Like, there was a lot of things they did right, and now it is just unraveling before our eyes. So there's going to be Chicago back on this offensive side, looking to hit this B point early. It looks like maybe he's slow playing it just a little bit. Gun Puppet going to get some shots onto the Chicago players, but you're seeing Disarray on the other
Ooh.
side of the map, trying to get a power position in power. As the kill is going right now the way of the Chicago Hunted. Swifty having a nice map, sitting at 16 and 6, trying to get that trophy down, but he is taken out. Quaza with 2, Vermont with another. It's going to be a nice little retake there for Dallas. It looks like Chicago now going to set their sights on the A point. I mean, Dallas with a nice little round here to start. Playing really aggressive here. Quaza trying to get on this flank, trying to be annoying. And I think that's going to be the name of the game here. Mojo does get taken out by Swifty, though. And again, it is going to be Chicago now trying to get back to that B side.
They're able to get in and get the clock stopped with a minute left. Getting some nice progress on that second ticket B. I believe that's going to come through. So now they are in the zone and they are here. It's up to Mojo. Find some nice shots onto Swifty, able to take him out. He's going to play his life as his teammates circle the hill, and that is Quaza. It's a big one onto Jelly as well. So they weren't quite able to stop the tick being taken, but you get some positive kills on the map. But on the other side, you've got Swifty and Crew just locking it down. They are in that A point. Swifty's doing what he can, not able to find one on Gun Puppet, but the cruise missile comes out from the side of Crew, looking to send some Dallas players back to Narnia here. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to find anybody, but they are all over the hill, and it is Quaza doing what he can to get them out. And it's looking like Chicago's here to stay.
They are, as Dallas needs to do something fast. I do get these players out of the hill for now. But 2 ticks already locked in. You're seeing how much time they have on the clock. They have 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Lives about even at this point. Dallas, you see the setup here. A lot of players close around this hill, but again, it only takes 1 break from the offensive side, especially with the 2 ticks. It's going to be tough. Trades going back and forth to start, but they are
Ooh.
going to favor the side of Chicago right now. Gun Puppet trying to stay up for his team, just staying behind these boxes, but he is going to get flanked here and taken out. So now it's going to be Swifty on the point, finding another one as well on the Plaza. He just looks absolutely cracked right now, trying to find another one,
Oh
and does Swifty
my.
with the kills. Now there's one player left for Dallas that can do anything. Got to get on this pointer now. The contest coming in, trying to stay alive, but Swifty will end the map just like that. And Chicago hunted with the sweep in week 1 in the silver mixed division, and a statement from the Chicago side.
Yeah, you gotta love to see it. I mean, Swifty was absolutely turned that entire map, 24 and 10, putting out nearly 24.